Welcome to Shop Talk.
First things first.
Hold up before you start. We don't have an audience in here today. Everybody left me hanging. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens in the black community a lot when it comes to business or come to your vision and stuff like that. People leave you hanging. So when that motherfucking check comes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no choice but to keep it to myself since I'm the only one putting this work in. You feel me? Yeah, so make America great again. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, we gonna get to that.
All right.
I'm ready to start by stop calling them niggas, first of all.
Nigga, please. Let's get to the questions.
So, you said something about make America great again. How you feeling about Trump right now? Like,
all right, well,
off the rip, that's question two, but let's start there. In that first day in office, like, what you think?
I'm still on our kill for Trump, you know what I mean? I ain't off that shit. I still a killer nigga for Trump, you know what I mean? Just like on Above the Rim when Tupac handed the dude the gun and he went in the crowd and did what he had to do. I would do the same thing. If Trump would hand me that pistol and he, you know what I mean, he'd point him out, that's what I do. You know?
Straight up. That first day, like, he said mass deportations. You don't have no, like, immigrant friends or immigrant people that you got that you care about. It's like, dang, that hit a little close to home because he's saying he's trying to get them all up out of here first day. And I don't know how realistic that is, but that's...
The migrants, I don't have no problem with somebody. They got papers and they supposed to be over here. All jokes aside, I don't take issue with that. As far as he's only deporting people who don't have their papers. How I feel about if people get caught up in a bad situation, they really shouldn't deport your ass over here. That's basically, I hate to say it like that, but I'm worse than Tom. What's his name? Tom Holman. If you ain't never bring your ass over here, you ain't had to worry about getting separated from your family or something like that. I feel like we fought in this country, and we had to deal with a whole lot of shit. You know what I mean? Dogs being turned on us, water hoses being squirted at us, but we still here. So we didn't run. You know what I'm saying? So they could have stayed and fought for their democracy where they was at.
Cartel violence, gang conflict.
Yeah, we had a lot of shit. We was getting our heads busted. Baseball.
I'm talking about what the migrants could be running from: gang conflicts, police corruption.
Yeah.
They said it's a little different than ours.
Yeah, that's just an opinion, man. You know what I mean? Like we fought to you know, while we were here to stay here, and we went through hell too.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Like you bring some things you bring on yourself. In all honesty.
Trans people. How do you feel about transgender and transitioning?
Well, the president said, if I may quote Trump. He said we're going to deal with two genders, male and female. He said that's the only gender that we're going to deal with. I ain't going to really shed no opinion on the trans community right now. You know, men out of women's sports, that's good. You know what I mean? That was something great that we talked about. We just had a transgender gentleman walk out, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to stick around here with us. So that kind of distracted. It'd be a little bit too, you know what I mean? So I guess he didn't want to deal with the show today. So I'm gonna get off the trans for now. Yeah, dude walked out. He probably thought I was gonna say some wild shit. Hey, I say a lot of wild shit.
Speaking of, how do you feel about Diddy and I'm gonna throw Jay-Z in there too, because his name getting wrapped up in a little bit of it. Diddy been creating a lot of sore asses for decades. You know what I'm saying? And people walking around with that sore ass, man, for years. So now they feel like it's about time we do something about this shit. So, you know, that's the whole Diddy thing. Diddy get caught up in allegedly sex trafficking and raping people and all this shit. He also got caught up in drugs and stuff, which makes him a bad influence for his kids. First of all, I feel sorry for the kids because I feel like they were
probably coached into this lifestyle, which they probably don't think is nothing wrong with it, because he probably been training them since, from day one. Yeah, a lot of sore asses will make people speak up and come together, you know what I mean? Like, them people got probably one of the more Epsom salt left, you know what I mean? So they had to come forward with this shit. As far as Jay-Z go, Jay-Z is an intelligent person. He's very corporate. But he's just a little bit more clever. Like, he's the type of person who probably he's gonna clean up after he do some shit. You feel me? He's not gonna be sloppy. He's gonna clean up and make sure he dot all his I's and cross all his T's. Now, do I think he's guilty? A lot of evidence towards that. People are saying he's guilty. So, I mean, I'm inclined to believe you did something. You got too many people coming forward.
When you say Jay-Z, like, he more careful with what he does, do you think that's because he has more to lose? Or that's because...
Just because his ass don't want to go to jail. That's what I think.
You think Puffy wants to go to jail?
He don't want to get caught. Jay-Z came in there with that mindset. He know he was wrong. So he's like, I ain't getting caught up in none of this shit. He's a clever person. Puffy is very cocky. He has a lot of money, so he pretty much has the I don't give a fuck attitude until he get caught. Then he gets fucked. You feel me? So that's my answer. So.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, do you fear for the bird flu the same way that the alleged bird flu, do you fear for that as much as you, I don't even know if you fear COVID, or do you give it the same level of attention that you gave COVID, or you not really tripping on the bird flu?
It's crazy that right when Trump about to get in office, here we go with another pandemic. Well, I think they planning all this shit, you know what I'm saying? I think the Dems got something to do with this shit. Because here we go again. No, I'm not afraid of COVID. COVID killed a lot of motherfuckers though. But, you know what I'm saying, I have a lot of faith in the Creator. I feel like I'm protected. I feel like people around me are protected. No, I'm not afraid of it, but I'm prepared, you know. But we knew some bullshit was gonna come up like this anyway, to try to derail Trump from, what he's doing, you know.
Speaking of killing people, do you feel like the fentanyl issue is getting worse? Like, you feel like that's getting out of control in the drug world right now?
Fentanyl is very out of control right now. If I had to judge it from what I see in the public, just looking at everyday motherfuckers and how they carry themselves, there's a lot of these motherfuckers on something, trust me. And fentanyl might very much be the shit that they own. They got them tripping right now. People doing all kind of crazy shit every day. It's one of the cheapest drugs I heard that you can get your hands on. So I'm sure that shit is everywhere. I feel like, once we get this border secure, because they said fentanyl coming from China, right? It's manufactured in China. It's coming through the Mexican border, I believe. That's what I heard. Or I read, or some shit like that. So, definitely to get this border secure, man, and put some tariffs on these motherfuckers. I'm behind Uncle Trump. We're going to tariff y'all ass to death. I know some of y'all don't like this shit. I'm going to tariff your ass if you're watching this shit. You don't like it, you about to get tariffed some type of damn way. If I find out who you are and you don't like this podcast, I'm going to throw a tariff on your ass. Yeah, Uncle Trump going to tariff these son of bitches to death, bro. People hate that word. They hate that shit,
But do you not feel like that affects the tariff is going to affect all of us, though?
Tariff ain't nothing but a way of just blackmailing your ass into doing some shit. That's all it is. It's not that he really want to put tariffs on somebody. If you hear that I'm going to put a tariff on your ass, you going to be in very much compliant of what the fuck I want, want done. So I don't take it like everybody else takes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like Trump. Trump is real. You know what I mean? He's the type of person he's going to tell you what's on his mind, right? So real recognize real, right? That's what they say. If you ain't a real nigga, you're not supposed to recognize Trump. You're supposed to be on the other team. That's how I feel about motherfuckers. So Trump is real. I'm real. Basically, that's it. fuck everybody who don't understand Trump.
Okay.
And fuck these friends too. I don't want nobody left out.
Okay. And then it's this is a good one. It's a lot of, I'm not gonna say alien sightings, but you know, it's a lot of unidentified flying objects spotted around the country. Do you have any
Drones?
Drones potentially?
Yeah,
But it don't necessarily got to be aliens, but definitely some unidentified flying objects. Like, do you feel like we at risk of whatever you may think an alien invasion could be, or alien presence?
A UAP.
Somebody flying these drones, obviously, because they're drones up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
The people in the neighborhoods of New Jersey said they actually was spraying shit down on them.
Yeah.
That could very well be the start of the fucking bird flu. You know, our government don't tell us everything.
Well,
They didn't tell us Joe Biden ass was goddamn suffering with dementia, whatever the fuck that was going on with him for 4 years. They covered that shit. So they have a history of not telling us everything that's going on. So I'm inclined to believe that it could be some goddamn aliens. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how to answer that. It could be some aliens, man. But if aliens came down here and saw how people was moving, I don't think they would fuck with us. That's playing the craziest shit. If I was in a spacecraft and I came down here, I'd fly the fuck out of here so goddamn fast. You know what I mean?
Do you see how that whole situation played out with Dirk and the whole murder for hire thing and him getting caught up with that?
Yeah. Everybody want to be a gangster, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at a certain point in his career.
In life, Garn's got all these guys out here, all these gangbangers, mostly the rappers I talk about. All these niggas can't fight for real. That's why they always want to shoot you. And everybody tough when they got a gun or they got people gathered around them who have guns. You don't never hear about niggas fist fighting it out. You know what I'm saying? But they'll pick up a gun and shoot you in a minute. So all these niggas that carry guns, they basically pussy and scared everybody. That's why people keep getting shot. You know what I mean? And most of them are angry because their father missing in the household. They walk around with anger issues, and like they say, hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's wrong right now.
Hurt people. Dirk, that's true. Dirk, you know, he lost a lot of people.
Yeah, Dirk, man. Dirk just a guy, man, that you know what I mean? King Von was his cousin, right?
That was his close friend. They grew up
Close
together.
friend or something like that.
Yeah,
Dirk just got caught up in a lifestyle, trying to mimic other people. I don't think Dirk's heart is, I don't think he's a bad person. I think he just got caught up in some bullshit, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he's sorry for it now because he's locked up. You got millions of dollars that you can enjoy, and now your ass sitting in a damn cell. So that's crazy. You know, a lot of people would like to have that money and be able to do some good with it. This nigga sitting in jail because he trying to get caught up in gangster shit. Ain't none of these niggas gangsters for real. I told niggas way ahead of time that I was recording today, but ain't nobody show up. So when that motherfucking check comes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no choice but to keep it to myself since I'm the only one putting this work in. You feel me?